got that glow. And one thing they hate worse than you having that glow is when you know you got that glow. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. So give them a reason to keep hating on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, or farming home up in rank. Step in the room, they paid away. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. Know some people I love, put some smut on my name. I'ma still love them the same. I'ma love them from outside. Classic. I'm only gonna do this once.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2". 190 pounds. I give you. Boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. It's from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Bae, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused.
Classic.
Let's get focused. Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes, and I got a great live show for y'all today. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat early. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you stay tapped in because we do this all the time, man.
Classic.
Yes, Lord. We got a great live show today. I got 2 reaction videos, a question of the day, and a code language conversation. We're going to do our best to get through everything. Rage, what up? Hello. We're going to do our best to get through everything, so we're not going to waste no time. We're going to go ahead and get started. We starting off with Room 9. We sliding over with Anton Daniels and the After Hours crew, who are now known as Room 9, and we're going to tap in with them. They're actually going to be speaking about Mr. Deontay Wilder and his situation with his ex-girlfriend. I want to say ex-wife. I don't know if they actually ever got to get married, but him and his situation with his ex, he recently sat down with Najee from Cigar Talk. Shout out to Najee over at Cigar Talk. Make sure y'all tap in with them on YouTube and subscribe. Deontay Wilder recently sat down with Najee from Cigar Talk and had an interview where he got pretty personal about a lot of things that's been going on beyond boxing and in particular with his ex, right? And so he's going to speak on that, and the Room 9 crew will be doing a reaction, and I'll be chiming in and giving my 2 cents on everybody's takes and giving my takes as well. So let's get it going, chat. Let's get it going.
A real dad.
I'm talking about like the mother and the dude, the kid stepping outside what she was taught by her mama, just doing some stuff because it's a kid and we do stuff that we're not supposed to.
Nigga, he told his own real children, how y'all feel about stepping aside so I can add this little nigga into the wheel. You didn't see it, Slimmy?
No, I didn't know that part took place.
All right, play it again.
Yo, and get the fuck out.
Okay.
Immediately.
Him and one of my kids' mother. You know what I'm saying? That my ex stole over $400,000 from me.
400?
Over $400,000 from me. She killed one of my childs because she couldn't get child support in the state that she was in. They had a cap on it. So she wanted to move to California. See, that's where all the girls go.
That's
to.
California
got them lawyers out there waiting on it.
See, here go the thing. When you listen to people and they tell their stories and you listen to them intently, you know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of things, right? So he said that, you know, she unalived one of his children. So I'm assuming she, you know, Planned Parenthood the situation and put the vacuum on it. You know what I'm saying? Took, you know, and then talked about how he knew the finesse was in because she wanted to move to California. You know what I mean? Because of the way the laws are set up and how those laws favor women. You know, a lot of women who are in the business of finessing will want to do things in California, get married in California, bear the child in California. They want you in court in California. So he knew the fix was in. I don't know why the brother didn't run. Let's continue.
I mean, the laws is a woman is innocent until proven guilty, and a man is guilty until proven innocent. Good luck. And don't have no money because they're gonna extort you.
Yeah.
You understand me? Judges and lawyers knowing each other and all that, no telling, you know. And these times, was freaking out here. They probably having sex with each other and shit and coming on and hitting your case down. You know what I mean? I've been through so much, bro. And to go through that and to have somebody that you would taken care of for years, a person. She was a person that lost her job she'd tell everybody she was a CPA, but you was a CNA, a certified nurse assistant. That's the lowest of the low in the hospital, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But you want to tell people you certain things because you want to look a certain part that you really not. You know what I'm saying? And now you lose your job as that. You can't even wipe ass right. You done lost your job wiping somebody's ass because you ain't wipe it right. You still stink. You know what I'm saying? And now you lose your job. You finna become homeless and you got two people you taking care of. So I end up getting her and moving her with me. And you know what I'm saying? And helped out and all that stuff. And this is how you repay me.
Look, you knew all of that. And you still, you know, after all the work you put in and all the wealth you amass, man still fall victim to want to be Captain Save-A.
Classic.
Listen, man, just because you good in one area of life, don't make you good with women automatically. Passport Scope, what up? 333K, what up? 333, the gang sliding through. What up, what up, what up? The best chat on all streaming platforms, chat 333.
Classic.
Let's go.
I took the role of being your son father, not just a daddy, but a father. I went in so hard, bro. I went in so hard to the point where I put them on my wheel. I had a meeting with my kids. I said, how y'all feel about scoot y'all over? I scoot over a little slide and let somebody else get a little bit up. And you know, my kids are amazing. They're my best friend. And they was down with it. So I moved a little space over and added her son in on my motherfucking wing. You ain't even my son for real. You know what I mean?
Wow. Damn, that's a ticket toll.
I put her in my wheel as well too. You was just my girlfriend. You ain't even my wife.
I hope that still ain't dead, man.
Yeah, man. I hope that still ain't. One time the son said, "You ain't my daddy." Now that's one thing you don't say to a man that ain't your daddy. Don't remind him that you ain't his daddy.
Emotional damage.
Say it again, Slimmy. Damn.
Classic.
Sheesh. Joseph, what up? I just joined. What is this about? We talking about Deontay Wilder explaining his experience with his ex and his experience with stepfatherhood. Not a panel about to get a reaction. We gonna chime in. Let's go.
Yeah, that nigga cooked.
Why he put her in the will and they're not even married? That was
because I told y'all
they weren't married.
Love is a wrap. I guess y'all set niggas
girlfriend.
off again tonight. This shit is crazy.
I think you're talking. That's crazy. Temper tantrum.
Yeah, temper tantrum.
Black fucking niggas don't know how to shut the hell up and let somebody talk. Like, I'm literally talking and y'all niggas just start talking like I didn't say nothing. It's insane.
I didn't even know you was talking.
Roll back the
Damn, did bro just damn Quentin, you cool, bro? Or
sometimes you just gotta crash on that.
Hey, me and Slimmy were talking first, sir.
I didn't. And y'all kept talking and went shut up. But
Slimmy said emotional.
I'm not gonna argue with you about cutting me off. Okay.
Slimmy said emotional damage. I said, why would he put her in the will? We were talking first.
No, you weren't.
It's crazy that she asked, why would he put her in the will if they're not married, as if it wasn't an emotional decision. And no disrespect, but we know that women are more prone to emotional decisions. So why are you questioning his emotional decision as an emotional creature? It's kind of crazy. Let's roll.
Okay, bye. Continue.
I don't even know who was talking first. I just couldn't believe that the nigga put a woman that wasn't his wife in the will. Boy, she got A1 box.
That's when I said
that shit crazy. She got a super sucker for real.
And when people love someone, they do irrational things.
Thank you, Quentin.
Shut up.
I really wanted to hear that.
She did a number on that motherfucker.
I don't want to do with you niggas. Like, god dang.
I don't even like his own kind. That's crazy.
Whatever. You think you left eye over there?
Yeah, dude. Boxolitis is crazy. That I can't believe this.
So
I'm literally
what to your point, Slimmy, like boxolitis. So what? Because Quentin, I think you said this is like transactional. So we know what she's getting. What is he getting from her? Like what makes him want to do something like that? And I know this is totally like a stretch question, but
no, I really ain't. I need to know the answer myself.
What will make a guy lock in like that? Like what's she doing for him? Is it magic?
It's a part of him that don't.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it honest with you.
I'm gonna be real. It's a great question, Carrie. She's probably just being hella feminine. 9 times out of 10, if dude moving like that to where he done lost his sense of logic to a degree, putting a woman that's not his wife on his wheel and her child that is not his child on his wheel, and they're not lawfully married, putting her on your wheel, you know, he definitely was head over heels. My man was definitely, you know, on some fa la 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 shit, and it's probably because she was probably being extremely feminine.
She asked Quentin. I don't know why anyone else is talking. I'll take these words from the from the honorable Anton Daniels from AntonDaniels.com. Your femininity is your superpower.
Nah, yeah, on this one.
She was in such her feminine element that he was mesmerized.
I can see where a girl is like super soft and super like just like into you, and she give you all the feels. Classic. And you just start doing dumb stuff. Like I get it.
Nah,
like I was like, let me. I wouldn't do it, but I get it.
Well, the only reason I don't think that's the case with this is because some of the things that he said.
He capping. That's cap. He got to stop capping. Quentin, we're going to catch him up later. We're going to come back and do a review where he say something contrary to that. Because he talking about he wouldn't do it, but he understands.
Remember this day.
That's cap. There is no man. There is no, I don't care. Okay, let me reword this. I was about to be overly radical. Let me self-check real quick, chat. Very few men are operating in a space where they are not at all vulnerable to the allure of a certain woman. Not many men are operating in that space. There are men who have gotten to that space. Maybe they've been married 100 years, whatever the case may be. Maybe they, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Even some men that's been married for hella long. And when I say a certain woman, I'm saying it like that because that woman looks, sounds, and moves different for every man. But since the beginning of time, since Adam and freaking Eve, women have been able to persuade men or lead men astray or manipulate men for the good or for the bad. That's always been the case. That's never not been the case. So he's talking about I wouldn't do it. You capping. You not in that little 2% or 3% of dudes that's operating on that level of discipline. Y'all know in the classic codes, I don't come on here and flex for y'all. It's certain types of women I know to stay away from. Nope. Don't want nothing to do with it. Nope. And they like, damn, what's wrong with her? Nothing. I don't want nothing to do with it. Why? Nope. No good for me. It's no good for me. Can't be great. Can't be great over there. Go over there and get finesse. Go over there and end up like Deontay Wilder or like who we finna talk about, Tyrese. Sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. You got to know, hey, that's bad for me over there. She got too much power. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Nah. You got to know, man. But if you run around moving like you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not beyond reproach, but like your defenses are impenetrable. Yeah, okay. Life will show you better than I can tell you.
He said he brought her in from losing her job. She couldn't do the job right. And he brought her in. Like, what would make you do that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
She's obviously not that great at something professionally. What's going on in your mind that you like, I got to bring her in the fold?
Is it Hawktow? What's Hawktow?
Hawktua.
Oh, girl.
What? I hate you, Gary.
Spitting on the mic, Carrie.
God, dog.
Give him some head.
Yeah, spitting on the mic.
Take Carrie's mic away. Give her back that.
Jeez Louise. What is she talking about? What is Hawktow? Big Skull said, I had that happen once. One of my ex's kids told me I wasn't their daddy. And after that, it was a wrap for all them little bastards. Boy, you funny as hell. Damn, why he tell you that? You was trying to discipline him and he hit you with the you not my daddy? He hit you with that? Was it in a time where you was trying to discipline? That's kind of crazy.
Hilarious.
What's Hawktow? They don't even look like it's a towel.
That was bad.
No, you did not just say hog tile.
That was real bad.
Well, is it hawk to her? Is that what
Yes. If she don't hawk to her, I don't talk to her.
Well, you know what though? Yesterday, Anton spoke about that. He said, "Men, y'all need to be able to show that restraint." Maybe he couldn't show the restraint,
or maybe he had.
Maybe he
had a big.
He just caught her.
And he just wanted to help.
No, I think it's part of him that don't like himself, and it's some part of him that's unfulfilled. And she, big game, manipulated her way into a space, their opportunity. Then she believed in him, probably filled his head up, his heart up with all types of whatever. But she's probably more confident in herself and her lifestyle, wanted to be a part of his space, and he wasn't as confident. And that's how they ended up in one situation or another. Where he ended up loving her and in his face more than he loved himself.
He did that to her. Like, she didn't go after him, is what I heard. Like, he wanted to pull her out of her situation. So that would not be the case if he was.
But most people that don't.
Yeah, he saw some shit that he liked way too much, and instead of being aware and alert and understanding and being wise and knowing that was his cue to run, he thought it was his cue to dive in. See, fellas, let me talk to the fellas real quick. Sometimes when you like that shit a little too much, you got to get the fuck from up out of there. If you ambitious, and you liking a too much, well, you ain't, fully in control of yourself like that. You getting drunk with the shit, drunk in love. What Beyonce say? You getting drunk in love. When it's like that, bro, head for the hills, bro. Get up out of there. Matter of fact, don't get up out of there. Never go in. Never go in, folks. Sometimes you gotta know, G. I'm telling you, it's a certain type. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is. We ain't gonna expose it to the internet. We're not gonna get a crib, but it's a certain type of female. I see those. Nope. Not on duty. Nope. Been there, done that. Nope. I know. Yeah, that's an amazing ride. But I know how it ends. You feel me? That's an amazing ride, but I definitely know how it ends.
Classic.
Yeah. Nah. Yep. We not doing that. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, most people that don't like that are not fully fulfilled, they're gonna try to put somebody in their space anyway to feel whole. Like,
why do we have to make this man? Why do we have to make this man wrong? Why can't we say this dude had a big heart and he got screwed over?
No, I'm not saying he's wrong, but I'm saying these are the things that happens when you.
Nah, Q, he wrong. He wrong. He's supposed to see the signs, and if he don't see the signs, he's supposed to have somebody real around him to alert him. You know what I'm saying? It got to be an angel working for you somewhere, gang. It's got to be an angel working for you somewhere to let you know, bro, you tweaking. You trying to pull shorty up out her situation, and to my understanding, like, this wasn't her first rodeo with a rich guy. This wasn't her first rodeo with, somebody in the so-called, in crowd and all that. So you already dealing with some old work. I don't know. Let's go.
Love other people in your space more than you love your own space and love yourself. The wrong people end up coming in your life and you're holding on to them and they don't even like you like that.
You know what I think?
Quentin?
I think she just looked better than all the rest of his baby mamas. She just looked good. She just looked fucking good.
Based off of how
he might have a big heart as well.
He ain't had a baddie like that he could, like, he probably had women that was on the scene. Like women that was on the scene. She wasn't on the scene. She was a nurse. She was in the hospital. And he like, damn, she cold.
And she was a nurse too. Come on, chat. I gotta say it. We know what that is. Yay, what up? 333, what's happening? Yeah, and she was a nurse too. We know what that is. I'm trying to get to Anton take. We might not make it though.
Let me reel her in right quick, because don't nobody know about her. That's probably what was going on in his mind. He probably was thinking like, shit, I done got me one. I got me a catch.
No,
even though she already,
He was warned about her. They said she had got around the boxing industry before they even got together.
Right.
People were warning him about her.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
I guess that theory's out the
See what I'm saying?
He knew he was getting himself.
That's what the benefit of the doubt gets you in real time. That's what the benefit of the doubt gets you in real time. Look, he's sick. Damn, I tried. He said, damn, I tried. I tried to give it a benefit of the doubt. Nah. That's where it gets you, folks.
It's hoes.
I can change her.
Hey, hold on. Wait. The nigga lost the last 5 fights. The nigga lost the last 5 fights. The nigga lost the last 5 baddies. Was warned about the last baddie. Took an L on, and he. Hey, you know what? I changed my stance. The nigga got the right to be mad. Fuck it. He got the right to be mad because he didn't been getting fucked up. He didn't been getting fucked up. But it's all self-inflicted. He got to be mad at himself. He got to be mad at himself.
I'm gonna shoot him some bail, man, because
shit,
bro, a woman can have you mesmerized just off of like a chick could suck the soul out of you, nigga, and you will just
out of here. It's Christmas after day. I'm out of here.
I don't know.
You can't succumb to it though.
I don't know what Christmas after day is, but I'm telling you the truth. Like you literally have to start having you got to have a certain level of discipline and just be like, you got to have seriously, bro. Like you that had your mind gone, had your whole shit fucked up.
He not lying.
That's what hot tub means, scary.
This is not okay for the day after Christmas.
How would you all rate her on a scale of 1 to 10?
I don't know. I haven't seen her picture.
She look good.
She look good. I know she got them yams. I can see by the way her hips are sitting in the motherfucking pants. She got yams.
I'll show you her picture.
Nah, I agree. I agree with Anton though. I think that as men, you gotta know. I think that everyone has 2 types. I think people have a type that typically they end up putting in the friend zone, both males and females. They have a type that they typically end up putting in the friend zone, but that's generally the type that's probably best for them or good for them, right? And then they have a type that they really, really like, but that type is bad for them. And I think that goes for both men and women. And I think that, becoming wise or going through certain experiences as a man or a female, once you get into adulthood, you got to learn which type is which and know who you need to be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, it's a certain type of woman. Again, I'm not gonna describe it. I ain't gonna hand y'all the kryptonite. Goddamn. But it's a certain type of female. I see that shit. No, nope. Not going over there. And they like me too. The type I'm talking about the type that's bad for me. I like them and they like me back. Nah, baby. I don't even want no conversation. I'll damn near be rude to them. Hey, sup? Straight up, G. I don't want it.
Gonna do this once.
Hey, straight up. Get away from me. You look just like the last one. No.
Classic.
Hell no. 333. What up, Tess? He said classics return. Oh, we here. Shit, I never left. A conversation with Soft Rain 333. He said, I wish I was in the studio for this. Oh yeah, for sure. Souls 333. Then the whole gang pulled up. What's up? Who sent the bat signal out?
Classic.
Yeah. Welcome. What up, coalition? Anybody want to join me? I'm gonna drop the link real quick. If anybody want to join me, I ain't gonna be up here too long. But I got a few more things to get through. Let me see. But yeah, man, I think everybody got 2 types. You know what I'm saying? And it's wild that human nature tends to make people want to friend zone the type that's like probably most beneficial for them to be with. And then people come into what should actually be what they dealing with when they get older or when they washed up or when they full of bad decisions and the outcomes of those bad decisions. That's when they want to start picking good and shit like that. But, life's experience is one of the greatest teachers. So, I mean, shit, it is what it is, In the words of my dog, Uncle Plug, some of them just been, what's the word? Beat down in the game. What'd he say? Your channel isn't throwing notifications anymore. It's okay. They see me running it up, boy. I'm talking about I'm pressing right up against that 1K subscribers, and they trying to buffer me a little bit, but they can't stop the motion.
Classic.
Soon as I hop off here, I got a drop coming at 6:30, and then when they get off no middleman, I got another drop coming. You feel me? They ain't gonna stop the motion.
Classic.
He said they hating, they can't stop the motion. G, the algorithm gonna rhythm for me. Body slammed in the game. That's the term. There we go. I was drawing a blank. But yeah, let's move. All right, River TV. We sliding over the river. Y'all saw the purple light, so you knew where we was eventually headed. Shout out to River. She gonna be talking about my dog Tyrese Gibson, Mr. Cry in public, and I don't want no tissue. You feel me? We about to slide over and hear what the demonstration is. Tyrese recently sat down with TD Jakes, T Diddy, allegedly, all for content creation purposes and entertainment.
Yeah.
But Passport Scope said, yeah, after that, it was what it was. No, I feel that. Conversation with Soft Rain said, River TV. Oh, yeah, for sure. We about to tap in. Let's get it.
Gotten comfortable with being misunderstood. Tired of crying. Tired of coming close to losing it all. Everything about my last divorce took 4.5 years. And I was raised to believe that this is what love is. This woman does not check off a lot of boxes for me.
River TV. What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I am back again with another video. Of course, you guys know we just came out of holiday week, and I hope that you guys, if you celebrate, enjoyed your holiday, and if nothing else, you enjoyed the time off, if you got any. And I wanted to bring this conversation to the forefront regarding Tyrese, singer, actor Tyrese, who actually sat down with Bishop Jakes on his podcast, and they talked about a plethora of things. They talk about his upbringing. They talked about his childhood, but most importantly, they talked about relationships. And it's something that I definitely wanted to add my take on. So, of course, you guys know I'm going to provide the clips, press pause and play, and give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion on this entire situation.
Everybody having an opinion about all the stuff you're doing. You're crying on the internet, and everybody's making fun. How do you cope with being misunderstood?
So, of course, the conversation had to stem from a lot of different variables, but I love the way that Bishop Jakes brought this, point to the forefront because, as of, his divorce and all the stuff that he's been going through with his daughter, Shayla, and all of those things.
Hey, when you see black men pick up their own phone voluntarily in the house, seemingly by themselves, and decide to show the fact that they crying to the public, understand that's a cry for a lot of things. Cry for attention, cry for help. And then this is also a result of a man who has received the responses and reactions that he's wanted throughout his life due to being a victim, right? So he's attempting to get coddled, right? Some men never stop getting, and I don't know Tyrese's story. Maybe he has a strong relationship with his father. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know his story. This is a confession of my ignorance in regards to this gentleman's upbringing. I'm just speaking from a psychology standpoint. Generally, when you see a man grab his phone to whimper like this publicly, he's generally, think about the results that children get when they break out into tears until they get to a certain age, right? They get coddled and, oh, what's wrong? And baby, come here. Some people love that feeling, and you're seeking that feeling, whether it be conscious or subconscious. Tez, you are on stage. I just got you in the background because you don't got.
Oh, I'm already knowing, bro.
Yeah. What up? Welcome everybody. Everybody drop threes in the chat for Tez. Tez's audio is on stage, but he don't have his camera on, so I just got him behind the camera, behind the wall.
Nice production work right there. I like that classic. Good stuff.
For sure.
We are talking about the man that was the title character of Baby Boy, by the way.
For sure.
So, I mean, sometimes life imitates art. Sometimes art imitates life. I think in this case, it might be a mixture of both. In this case, this is probably, and in my opinion, since he's a celebrity and has been for quite some time, he's looking for the type of response that would get people to rally to him. That he is alone, that he does need somebody to talk to. He don't know who to talk to, but he will accept people coming to him that can. Words of affirmation is what he's looking for. He's looking for words of affirmation, strength. Somebody send me your strength, like Goku putting his arms up, trying to get Spirit Bomb. He is trying to get all of that from his audience of people who say they care about him and people he believes loves him and support his every move. Totally understand it. Wouldn't necessarily do it myself, but totally.
We lost you, Tez. Totally what?
Totally understand the aim that he's going for.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Don't take my baby, please. Don't take my baby. Don't take my baby. Oh, this is all I got. This is all I got.
you know, it's like, you know, he has become like a meme, right? So people have kind of separated Tyrese the person, Tyrese the individual, Tyrese the man with all of the accolades, into this, you know, vulnerable, overly emotional person. And, you know, I love the way that he started it off. Like, you know, how do you feel about being, you know, quote unquote, misunderstood?
I've gotten comfortable with being misunderstood. And I've been the beneficiary of being misunderstood. Because when people don't understand you, they want to stay away from you.
Now, I love this because one of the things that I took away from the entire interview was I really like who Tyrese is as a person. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Tyrese and Bishop Jakes delved into, you know, his past, his trauma. There was stuff I didn't even know about Tyrese's parenthood in regards to his mother and his father.
And I was raised to believe that this is what love is. Love is not kind. Love is not gentle. Love is verbally abusive. Love is physically abusive. Love is all of these things that I was raised in. And so I would always find myself gravitating towards women that I would be fighting and arguing, being dysfunctional with.
And I do believe that there is a strong sense of being misunderstood, but I think that it also speaks to different volumes of, you know, people, or women, I should say, claim on the forefront that they want men to be vulnerable, that they want men to open up and express their emotions. But then when men actually do that, they start to label them as crazy, or they write them off. But I love his ability to be truthful and vulnerable in these positions and talk about all of the things that he's gone through.
All right, River, we're gonna disagree for the first time, baby. I don't love his vulnerability. I don't love his public outpour of emotions and sentiments and shit. It shows black male weakness. This is River. You know, at the end of the day, as much as I agree with River, she's still a female, and because
they be perfect on the panel.
What the thing is, she's still a female, so some shit we just gonna see different because we not the same. You know what I'm saying? We men, that's a woman. You know, she giving a female POV at the end of the day, no matter how understanding she is. But I disagree with her.
Yeah, I cannot agree with what she's
saying.
What he did on his live. See, there's a very big difference between you calling a homie, a trusted homie, if you have a problem. There's a very big difference between you calling a trusted homie if you have a problem versus you going on live for the masses to see.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it is. He went live for the masses to see and seek out public sympathy, in my opinion. And that's what happens.
Yeah, it's the problem is it works.
It does work,
but it doesn't work necessarily in your favor all the time.
It's
like there's behaviors that you can exhibit as a man publicly that will impact the way women treat you, but it will also impact the way your peers of other men treat you, right? So he probably received a fair amount of coddling from sensitive men and women, right? But do you think he got a phone call from, you know, there's certain type of men that wasn't calling his ass after he got done crying, right?
Can we be honest here?
David Goggins wasn't gonna call Tyrese, right? And
he lost movie roles over this.
Yeah, tweaking in public. Yeah, for sure. He had to work his way back. You know, it was to the point where
he didn't do nothing for a while after this. He lost movie roles over this.
People thought he was on drugs.
How can you? I can't look. Tyrese plays a pretty strong guy in most of the movies that he's in, right? He plays, let's call it, he plays the badass usually. You know what I'm saying? And even Jody was a quote unquote, you know, a problem in the street. Even Jody, you know what I'm saying? Jody was he wasn't necessarily quote unquote a public weakling until they started exposing him in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
What he's doing right now and what he just talked about, I didn't even know that because I never heard this. I never saw this interview. He was playing Jody because he is Jody.
Exactly. That's why he did it so well. He was just being himself.
He is Jody. The type of love that was expressed in that movie, even the stepdad in the movie, her mama boyfriend, even he had to show Jody, I'm tough on you because I see something in you. All of that drama, all of that BS, all of that type of tough love that people say they have to give other men and all of this, right? He is portraying it as accurate and why it was believable. You forgot that it was Tyrese and not Jody because Jody is Tyrese. And we see that now. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or a good thing. All I'm saying is the powers that be definitely viewed him otherwise. They thought that he was on drugs, as you stated. They thought that he was losing it, as you stated, that he was out of touch, as you stated. He looked weak, as you stated. Like, these are all facts. These are not opinions. These are facts. And yes, some women are going to be like, oh, I would give Tyrese a chance. Would you give the same guy a chance if he wasn't a millionaire?
No, not at all. Let's move.
Ability to be truthful and vulnerable in these positions and talk about all of the things that he's gone through.
Tired of crying. I'm tired of coming close to losing it all.
Then stop.
I'm tired of living and being on edge. I'm afraid of what I don't know.
What I think is very interesting is that, when Tyrese went through everything that he went through with his daughter, as well as, his most recent ex-wife.
I was very angry. And I remember when I made the decision, I was hysterically crying on the phone with my attorney.
Look at this. We can't make this shit up.
Can't make it up.
Does she not sound exactly like he just got done sounding?
Yes, exactly the same.
So he is exhibiting female, what I'm saying? This is the thing. Men feel all emotions just like women feel all emotions. The issue is that men are in different position and different roles and different set of responsibilities than the women. And so the way we manage the emotions that we feel is different from women. And I think, unfortunately, men who grew up with a lot of, primarily female influence, they never get that teaching, bro. They don't get the teaching of yes, we know you feel just like everybody feels, but there is an element of manhood that involves you masking that shit or what's the word? Keeping it in. Like people's like, don't bottle stuff up and this, that, and the third. I honestly believe it's nature's design. I don't think men are so. Look at the result. Okay, ever since it's been pushed that male exhibiting of emotions is okay, or it's been encouraged, right? Ever since that's happened, what have been the results outside? I'm gonna always bring y'all back to results based on y'all theories. People have these theories. Men shouldn't have things bottled up. Men should express themselves more. What? Okay. A populace of men listened to y'all. Where did it get them?
We have less men in society because of it.
It's a zest fest outside, for one, right? And then for two, you have the ones who remain heterosexual largely becoming incels because women think they're invisible. You see what I'm saying? So I think this is going to sound worse than it is, but it doesn't benefit men to take women's advice on anything about being a man. It don't. And in double standard alert, it does benefit women to take men's advice on being a woman. Double standard alert. Double standard alert. Anybody disagree? Let's talk about it in the chat. And I dropped the link earlier. Tez, what do you think about that?
Do you think that women are primarily hunting
today?
Do you think the average woman is hunting for a man? Like how often do you think? And I'm gonna use locker room talk. Is that cool with you? I know this is your show.
Yeah, you good.
How many women do you think get together, percentage wise? We don't know every woman, but if you were to hazard a guess, would you say that women get together the same way that guys do and say, "Hey, let's go hunt for hoes tonight. Let's go look for something. Let's go on the hoe run." Do you think the girls do that too?
It's not worded the same. But yes.
Do you think it's not the same way?
It's not the same. They're not using the same language. But yes.
Was they doing this in 1995?
No, I don't think so.
Was they doing this in 2005?
I mean, I think there's always been a populace. There's always been every type of woman. There's always been every type of man. It's the percentages that have changed, right? Right. So yeah. So something that used to be, abnormal is now the norm, right? And then the things that used to be the norm are now abnormal, right? If you went into a 9th grade classroom, freshmen in high school, if you went into a 9th grade classroom and you told everybody to raise their hand if you're a virgin, right? Back in the day, damn near every hand in the classroom would have went up. Girls and boys. Back in you go back a certain amount of years. Today, the 1 or 2 hands that go up, they the weirdos. And we talking about freshmen in high school. So the abnormal has become normal and the normal has become abnormal. All I'm saying is, like, to circle back to this thing with Tyrese doing all this public display of emotions and shit. When the men who took the advice of the women who said, oh, you can talk to us and men need a soft place to land and men can cry, and where did it get us in society in totality? Yeah, something to think about. We'll go to the chat in a second. I see y'all. Keep going crazy.
I'm definitely on the side of being overly emotional as a man is probably one of the worst things for you. Not just because you can't bottle it up, but because I feel like overly emotional men can cause way more damage to anything and everyone.
That's a great point.
That's the side that I live on. Like, it isn't just about being masculine and being manly and rah, and I'm gonna tear a tree down with my hands. No, it's not just about that. I think the hyperbole of that is one of the main reasons why people end up losing their own brains and losing their minds, not knowing how to evaluate and process what they feel.
Right.
And so then they become emotional wrecks. Like, there's a difference between understanding your emotions, feeling your emotions, making a decision on your emotions calmly and peacefully with no harm, no foul, you know what I'm saying, and crashing out, legitimately crashing out, going ham on anybody and everybody, people who didn't deserve it.
It's true. It's very true. And I agree with you. I mean, the worst thing I want to deal with throughout my day is an emotionally volatile, dangerous man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got your mind together. You one time being cut off in traffic away from, you know what I'm saying, upping your blick or trying to fight somebody or whatever, you know, and I'm just trying to go about my day, but you ready to crash out in the grocery line. You know what I'm saying?
Path of least resistance class.
Yes, it's like, bro, you finna make me have to do something to you just because your mind ain't right. I agree. I think emotionally volatile men running around is dangerous. I agree.
Here's a key point about that real quick before you do. For example, I pride myself on being physically fit enough and training to defend myself against situations that pop up. But as any trained fighter or warrior will tell you, if you can avoid the fight that might cost you something or them everything, you would, because the potential for loss is greater in those types of issues. It is way more difficult to corral. Now me having worked in the bars and the clubs and done security, and I'm sure Sko will agree, the super emotional, crashed out people who have nothing to lose, they have a heightened sense of fight or flight in their adrenaline that will push them past their normal limits. If I'm of sound mind, I have to be that much more trained up to combat them. So I'm telling you, I would much rather not have to combat somebody who is getting superpowers from their emotions.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. The one that just got their heart broken, they at the bar trying to drink it off. You don't want to fight him tonight. I don't care how.
Man in the bar
yeah. He the strongest man in the room. He the strong.
I'm chilling. I'm just getting paid, and he ready to go at it.
And his chin certified for the day. You ain't knocking him out.
He getting back up.
He eating those. I can't feel nothing.
Where's everybody at? I'll take you all of that. Bring it on. No, nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that.
Hey, you got it, champ. I'm gonna go and get up out of here.
Yeah, hey, you won.
I know what that is.
Yeah, hey, you won. We good. You won.
Let's move.
That was not the person I should have been on the phone with.
That interview that she just did that went viral, where she was talking about, people got in my ear and I really regret ever leaving my husband and my family. I found out that her lawyer asked her to do that interview. I am appealing the entire divorce trial. The outcome of the entire divorce is all being appealed right now. So her lawyers asked her to do that interview so that she can manipulate and once again play on people's emotions and appear to be remorseful or regretful about the idea that she made the decision to leave me.
One truth that I want to talk about is the fact that, a lot of women talk about, they're scorned and this and that, but a lot of women, shy away from the damage that they do to men in, the ending of relationships, whether they have kids with him, don't have kids with him, whether they taking him to court and fighting for everything that he got, but a lot of these women who have children with these men, put them through the ringer. Okay, they wear these men out. you can't see the kids unless you cool with me. Oh, you can see them now because you're doing what I want you to do. Oh, now, like this level of control that women dangle, especially when they have children with these men. It's something that is not talked about nearly as much as it should be.
I was a very hurt person leaving my relationship. And so a lot of times women, especially, we are guilty of this. We leave and we're angry and we're hurt. And it makes us want to make a choice. But it's not a clear choice. It's not and I didn't know that at the time. It wasn't a clear choice. It was like I was very angry and hurt, and I moved off of emotion.
It's trifling. And the only people who are hurting, at the base of the situation is the children.
Agreed. Can't disagree with that at all.
River just kept it 100 for a minute.
Yeah, and that kind of proves that. Well, she always keeping it 100 now. Hold on, she always keeping it 100 now. But it's one of those things. It's one of those things where she it proves the notion. She proven the notion that men will put everybody before their happiness. Women will put their happiness before everybody. Because if your anger towards this man would allow you to behave in a way that ultimately harms your babies, then how can we say that notion isn't true, bro?
Classic.
Let's go to the chat a little bit though. They going crazy. Conversation with Soft Rain said, Jody, my Jody. Miles said, let's not forget keep sweat. Like button, yes, please do. Miles Batcher said, displaying emotions is not new. Emotional brothers make a certain population feel safe. That's unfortunate. Hey, how do we want them to feel safe? Sometimes I like when people feel intimidated by me. It has its benefits. It depends on the situation. K, I think there's a time and a place. You've got to be vulnerable and express yourself in some way at some point in privacy or maybe in art. But that doesn't mean just let it all out wherever, whenever.
Cooking.
K been on the road, man. K undefeated in the chat, man.
Every chat. Every chat.
In the chat. You've got to be vulnerable and express yourself in some way at some point in privacy. That's what I always preach. K just got here, but K talking like K been here the whole time. Pearson said, very good point. Too much male emotion displayed will prevent him from doing correct man shit. Can't be a leader in that shape at all. Shout out to Pearson. K said, I think most people need more healthy outlets and discipline in general. That's a fact. Definitely need your outlet.
Yep.
And stop whimpering. Like, fellas gotta, that's one thing I'm gonna come to the rest of the comments, but y'all gotta learn how to display y'all emotions without whimpering, right? Like, okay, I went through my first Christmas without having my dog here, my son. You know what I'm saying? I had a dog for almost 12 years. He passed away this year, you know what I'm saying, recently. And so it was tough. You know, I went to the gym and just banged out on the heavy bag, but I posted it, but I didn't post it like I wasn't in the camera wiping tears off my face and sniffling and all that shit. I was just working out. You feel me? And like, stop whimpering and shit. You know, even if you do drop, like, it's a such thing as man tears. You ever talk about some real ass shit and the emotions get up on you and just that one tear roll down while your facial expression is the same and you still just saying what you saying?
That's the man tear.
That's a man tear, right? This shit right here, my baby, oh, my baby. That shit, we got to, come on, man. Fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? There's little boys watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your ass up and stop crying culture. Got to make a comeback, G. It's got
Classic.
to. Straight up. Cause I'm telling you, bro, you realize manhood get up on your ass real good the first time when you ain't got nowhere to turn to. It's just you out here. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I lost my point. Let's see. Kay said, I think most people need more healthy outlets and discipline. Pearson said, after the fact, maybe, but in the moment, the wolf, we'll eat you. Facts. Passport Skull said, big facts, Tez. Mikey Famine said, I'm like Sad Hawk. I'm always depressed. Nothing can hurt me. Facts. Kay said, Keanu Reeves whooping his own ass in the opening to hardball. You can't kick my ass, fellas. Life is kicking my ass. Facts. Miles Batchelor said, A thinking and calculating man is the most dangerous. Or somebody crashed out on emotions. You know what I'm saying? Crashed out on emotions. He telling you, you're going to be in for a 12-round dogfight. Let's go.
Yeah, Tyrese, has been hurting. He's been through so much, especially when it comes to his children. But the people who are really at the center of this are the children, because you are teaching them how to replicate your toxicity, your trauma, and your drama in their own lives. You are directly teaching them how to navigate relationships with men or the men that they in the future will have children with. You are teaching your sons how to deal with or how to be under the regime and control of a future wife, ex-wife, or baby mama by the way that you behave. And it's not right.
You're heartless. You're vindictive. You're malicious. You're trying to get $20,000 a month for a now 5-year-old. And at the time, the baby was only 1.
I think Tyrese did what a lot of men truly feel on the inside. There's a lot of men who go through tumultuous situations, even in regards to bitterness or bitter baby mamas or what have you. There's a lot of men who don't express their emotions behind it, but definitely feel genuine pain. And, all of the stuff that he went through just happened to be like, in the public or whatever. And so we got to see the real raw truth behind what he goes through and what other men go through.
This is all I got.
See, this is the thing, bro. Energy transmutation is underrated. As you go through the rite of passage that you must go through to become a man, which involves some hardships, some emotional tyranny, some victimhood, all of that, right? As you go through the rite of passage to become a man, all of the pain that you suffer, the shit that they talk, the feelings that you felt, all of that stuff, you take that and you use it for something. He's giving off energy, but this is bullshit energy. This is a bad way to transmute the energy. I just gave y'all an example of myself. I took my energy to the gym. Energy transmutation. There are people who have made it to prominent places off of transmuting the energy of doubt. Been doubted their whole life. They doubted me, they doubted me, they doubted me, they doubted me. And every time they went to the office to work on their stock exchange, every time they went to the gym to work on their craft, every time they went to class to, turn in that essay or take that exam, they thought about the fact that people said they couldn't do it. And they weaponized that. Weaponization of the shit that you feel has to become more of a common concept. Because you gonna feel negative emotions, but do you know how to transmute energy? Every time I got to go out in public for longer than 2 hours, I'll be feeling like slapping the shit out of a couple people, allegedly for content creation purposes and entertainment. Because people just try you all day. But instead of slapping the shit out of somebody, go to the gym later. Start getting tired, arms start burning, can't lift your arms. You think about that person that you want to slap the shit out of, you got at least 2 more rounds in you. Got to learn how to transmute energy.
That's just all I got. Don't take.
Was you going to say something?
Oh, all I was saying was this man over here telling y'all about his life. He said, "Nah, they ain't working the way I need them to be working." He said, "It's cool. I'm about to go get moved on to another section where I'm gonna work by myself, and then I'm going straight to the gym after work."
Yeah, straight up,
bro. They don't know it was 3 a.m. They don't know it was 3 a.m. Yeah, they don't know it was 3 a.m. It was 3 a.m. when that happened.
Yeah, bro. You have to be able to move the energy. If you don't know how to do it, that's when you become a ticking time bomb. That's when you become the person that everybody like, all right, you got it. You know what I'm saying? But if you can move the energy, then you could find restraint in the times where you feel like you're being tried. But this right here, this ain't it.
My baby, okay? I've been away from my baby for 2 months. I just want my baby, and no one's listening because no one's in the courtroom. I'm not doing anything illegal. Baby, I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
A lot of people act like that just because men are men, that does not mean that they don't feel, that they don't hurt, that they don't have their own fears or their own, problems or things that they're afraid of. And so, again, I love and very much appreciate his vulnerability, because even though a lot of people will call him out or laugh about it or say, who cares about you crying? He's speaking for a lot of people who don't have a voice, don't have the platforms, don't have the ability to express themselves in this way. And so I think that speaks a lot to who he is as a person. And again, his truth.
I've been married and divorced twice. My divorce, sadly, is played out for the world to see. child support, baby mama drama on full display. I'm almost like the poster child at this point. And I've been proud to be able to speak up and speak out.
And so he was then in a standpoint where he's asking Bishop Jakes, like, okay, Bishop Jakes, you've been married for a long time. How do you know? Because he's sitting in a space like, basically, he can't even trust his own judgment fully because he's trusted it in the past, and it led him, in the space that he's in right now, where he, has lost so much money, finances, all of the above.
And then that one was not it. And then when you got to the presence of your wife, how did you know she was the one?
And I love that he asked this question because it's giving a lot of other people insight into the vetting process. And ironically enough, Bishop Jakes' answer is the same answer that, Denzel Washington has had.
Any words of wisdom that I could take to have a happy marriage here? If you're friends, then I think you'll be all right. That's the key.
And it's the same thing that I've said on a consistent basis for all these years, that the telltale sign is friendship.
There is a knowing that it's spiritual. And this is what you know. It's not she fine, but she is. It's not her voice, though she's got the voice of velvet. It is that we will always be friends.
I think that...
Nigga, what the hell is the voice of velvet? What is the voice of velvet?
It's TD Jakes, man. Cut him some slack.
Man, he don't shut his ass up, man.
TD Jakes.
Soon as niggas' beards turn gray, they feel like they can get away with saying whatever to you.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Talking about even though she got the voice of velvet. Shut your ass up, Cakes. T. Diddy.
A lot of people, in trying to hit quotas or in trying to keep up with their friend groups or whatever the case is, they thoroughly miss this mark of friendship. There's a lot of people who are in relationships and, the man is just her man, right? That's not her friend. That's not her, her confidant. Her homegirls are her confidant. Her homegirls are her friends. Like, the people that she surrounds herself with are the people who she trusts with, everything in the utmost. And this is just somebody who, fulfills a romantic layer in her life. And I think that's where a lot of people get it wrong, men and women alike. If you have a base of consideration for that person, there is a lot of unconditional love that you are going to spew within that relationship just because you like that person on a base level and you are there for them as a friend at the base level. A lot of people are not doing that. A lot of people, especially in the era that we're in now, is what can you do for me? And if you can no longer do for me, then this is not going to work out, or this is not going to be, where I find happiness or joy. And now I feel like I can graduate from this situation because you're no longer giving me what I need.
She going crazy for that white man can't jump sweatshirt though.
Marriage was a success. Yeah. I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. Mm-hmm. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's graduation.
That's not the base. The base is that no matter ups, downs, left and right, we're going to figure this out. We're going to work this out because I care for your point of view the same way that you care for my point of view.
Facts.
That we are able to create that level of understanding between the two of us.
My wife is consistent.
Yes, consistent.
And again, the way that Tyrese was left in the past of his last relationship, it was kind of like the rug just kind of came from under his feet. He didn't even know there was a big issue.
She said to me, "Are you not attracted to me anymore? I just gave you 10 full months of uninterrupted time, date night, every day." And then she said, "I'm out."
And then things just, dramatically change.
Man, listen, when I tell you, I can't listen. If I haven't lived the life I lived, G, I wouldn't believe that. I wouldn't believe what he said. I wouldn't believe that he, everything was all good and she just hit him with some just one day. I don't want to do this. If I haven't lived the life I lived, that shit would have sounded far-fetched to me. But when I tell you, fam, I've been there. Shit, everything all good. We ain't fought. We ain't been fighting. Ain't no issues. It's all, everything cool. We intimate. It's regular. We frequent. We go out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't broke. It's cool. Boom. Random ass Saturday. I think I want to do something.
Why is always a random Saturday? Why is always a random Saturday? It's always a random Saturday too. And you be thinking okay, it's about to be a real good weekend. Friday was good. Saturday rolled around. The whole world just blew up. Classic. What's wrong with Saturday? We're going to skip right over to Sunday from now on.
Random ass Saturday, folks. And I'm talking about sun beaming. You think it's gonna be a good one? Hit your ass with I'm trying to do something else. What you mean? What's wrong? I ain't even nothing. If I hadn't lived the life I lived, G, I promise you I'd think Tyrese was lying, but I believe him. I believe him, G. That's why they think we cold when we be like, don't prioritize a woman's happiness and all that shit. Like, can you care about it? Can you consider it? Sure. But that shit don't need to be top 5 on your list of priorities because that shit is fleeting. And even if you do your best to try to check that box, nigga, it's a consistently moving goalpost. And with that being said, they still could wake up one day, probably on a Saturday, and tell your ass, I want to do something else. That's a real thing. You don't have to live in fear of it. You don't have to move according to it. You don't have to bank on it happening. Just know that it's a possibility and understand the devil you dancing with. Straight like that. Straight like that. Let's go to some of these comments, though. Let's see. Mikey said, you know about Tyler Durden? No, I don't. Miles said, disagree. Emotion has only made us easy targets. Yep. Tez Down said, only one rule. We don't talk about the rule. Yep. K said, Mikey Famine, I am Jack's self-inflicted ass whooping. LOL. Let's see. Miles Batchelor said, my bad. He went straight to social media. Not good. Yeah, not good. TD Cakes. Yep. TR Jake's wife just accepted his alternative lifestyle.
Oh.
The voice of Velvet. Yeah, what the hell is the voice of Velvet? What is that, Velvet? What is that, Velvet?
What's that, Velvet?
So the thought said that's why their feelings are last, because they will leave you first. Don't miss the bar. On God. That's why their feelings are last, because they will leave you first. Mikey Famine. I see. Yep. Miles Batchelor said 100. Validation is never just one thing. Nope. Yeah. You got to know the devil.
I will say this. I do believe that, like, you can't just process somebody else's feelings and internalize them. You can't do that. I also believe that, like, if you put your best foot forward and you know you're putting your best foot forward and you start to feel that, you can't tell me that, like, yeah, everything was fine. I'm sure everything was fine, especially in his eyes. But you can't tell me that the more he worked to try to make it better, the worse it got. You can't tell me that he didn't see that. He's trying a little bit too hard to make sure that she's good. And she's trying to let him know in advance, yeah, I'm not good all over here. But so what he do? He go a little bit harder. He go make some more money. He go buy some more stuff. He go get her another house. Maybe upgrade her ring and stuff like that. But bro, at the center of this, I think that almost, if not all men, the majority of them should start to pick up on nonverbal cues that people are putting down when they start to see that, okay, this person's not feeling me like I was feeling them. And I'm thinking that, and to also know that in today's society, most people are already turned off to somebody else. They're already turned off to somebody else.
Yeah, I think that Soft Rain just made a comment.
I can't hear you. I don't know. Did you mute yourself or is it me?
Nah, I'm not muted.
Okay, let me see if it's me.
All right. Soft Rain just said a woman doesn't choose to leave on a random Saturday. She been checked out way before they decide to leave. I disagree. I ain't gonna hold you. I disagree. Yo,
okay, I'm back.
Yeah. I disagree with this. Soft Rain said I would have agreed with you if I hadn't had my set of life experiences. She said a woman doesn't choose to leave on a random Saturday. She checked out way before they decide to leave. I disagree. In my situation, I don't know about most situations in general, but no.
I've been on the other side of both. I've been on where they checked out and I'm trying to make it work, but they like pussyfooting. And then I've been on the side where everything is completely fine and should be because we've reached our goals. And now you have a problem that we're no longer struggling or we're no longer scratching and surviving. You know, you've been out. I've been on that side of it. And that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like, oh, you just got bored. Things were too good.
I don't want to do this no more. I literally had a female tell me, I think we should do something. I think we should go our separate ways because this is too perfect.
I've had that on multiple occasions.
She said, I want turbulence.
I need a guy that's going to fight with me. I need a little bit of toxic in my life. And you don't even let me be toxic. That's what I was told.
Yep.
I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. I'm not saying I know I'm not for everybody. I know everybody's not for me. But I do know that, like, when in Soft Rain's case, what she's saying is people have been checked out. You know what I'm saying? And I do know from personal experience as well that a lot of women do stick around even though they're already checked out.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's disingenuous. And how can you fault a man for trying, thinking that he's got a chance, even though you're the one that's checked out? So it's a double-edged sword right there, Rain.
What's that? Trying. What is that?
It's like, okay, she's not giving you what you need as a man, right? Like, she's not being soft towards you as much as she used to. Y'all don't have intimacy as the way you used to. You know, she's not flocking to you and being your fan about the things you're doing. But a lot of guys, a lot of men will still try to make things work and try to make them improve and say, you know, today wasn't so great. Maybe Tuesday will be better. There's a lot of men that will stick around for that. They will, and especially in marriage, because they don't want things to end because they were good at one point in time. I think that does drive a man crazy. You know what I'm saying? That does drive a man emotional.
What does trying look like from the guy though? If a woman behaving that way, what is so she acting like she don't like him and he trying to get her to like him?
Yeah, he's trying to win her back again.
Nah, hell no. Who doing that?
A lot of dudes.
Fuck
that. Classic. A lot of dudes are trying to get her back after she shows him that she don't like him. He thinks he thinks in his mind, and I'm not speaking for everybody, but what I've seen, he thinks in his mind that if he just works a little bit harder, brings back a little bit more money, gets her some nicer gifts, takes her to nicer places, you know what I'm saying? Tries to win her affection, be a little bit more affectionate, open up, you know, let his emotions out a little bit and show her, I really do need you. I really do love you. I love having you around. You the best one for me. That's going to bring her back into the fold. A lot of men think that way.
No, hell no. What? No. Hey, listen. If you don't want me no more, go ahead.
Classic.
This the thing. Like, I've been handsome my whole life. I ain't took no years off. I've been handsome my entire life. This shit don't even come with no off switch. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like what you tweaking, like what you being ungrateful about is somebody looking at me like a trophy, a championship.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Real shit. You telling me that it's females out here becoming disinterested in the dudes, and these dudes is sticking around, like doing shit to try to get the woman to be back interested? That's a real thing?
Yes, that's a real thing.
Hell no. Joke's on you. Joke's on you.
It is a real thing. It is a real thing. I have, unfortunately, been a part of some people's conversations when they describe just that behavior.
Nah, everything that wanted to leave, doors been unlocked. Everything wanted to leave me, doors been unlocked. Matter of fact, motherfucker, open. Doors open. Do what you
now, I am of the same mindset that you are on this particular standpoint, that if they want to leave, I'm not trying to keep them.
Mm-hmm. Mal said, I've been ghosted. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I'm telling you, there are a multitude of men who are happy with what they got, even if it's not acting right for them. And they don't want to lose it, especially with marriage, especially with children, you know, domicile living together, you know, creating nuclear families, pets, all of that. You know, maybe she has maybe you get along great with her family. Maybe her family gets along great with you. Maybe everything outside of y'all relationship is symbiotic. And you know what a symbiote is. It melds into you. So it's outside entity that melds with you to become one entity. Two entities becoming one. So maybe y'all relationship stop being symbiotic, but everything else is still working. That guy's still trying to keep his life together. He's trying to keep his wife. He's trying to keep his baby mama. He's trying to keep his girl. There's a lot of guys that don't want that to end. And then there are guys who have changed and said, if it does end, it ends. I'm not going to lose anything about myself.
Hell no. If somebody told you when you was going to die, would you still play with your time?
Classic.
No. But then again, I'm of the mindset that every day is a gift.
So why you going to play with your time?
Yeah, I'm not.
For some kids, for the broad, for whatever it is, for a crib. They making cribs every day, B.
Classic.
Kids too. They making new houses and new kids every day.
I'm only gonna do this once.
I agree, but let me tell you, there are men that are like this, that they don't want to restart. They don't want to start over.
Hey, listen.
They want to save their beautiful wife and family.
These gentlemen choose misery. They choose misery. If they choose misery, they choose misery. Nobody feels sorry for somebody choosing misery. Hey, bro, you in that situation like you ain't got no choice. I don't feel like I have a choice. Yeah, you don't feel. Just because you feel something don't make it real. You have a choice.
That's where the emotional intelligence comes in.
Okay, well then shit. Well, listen, nobody just stop crying on the computer. I done already told y'all, once you get rich, if you ain't got nothing that was with you from the ground, don't even bother. Because you would never be able to tell who love you for real. Once you become rich, you will never be able to tell who love you for real. That's one of the cons that come with the pros. Yeah, you having shit. Yeah, you can go to the dealership, buy what you want, get what you want. You can go house shopping, pick what you want. Yeah, there's no budget. Yeah, you got the titanium black card. You all set up. Yeah, cool. You can't tell who love you. Not for real. Not for real.
Classic.
But we off of that River TV, man. Yeah, man. But Tez, I appreciate you joining, bro. I got to skate. But
hey,
yeah,
thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man. You added to the conversation nicely, bro. I appreciate it. Catch up on these last few comments, then we're gonna roll. Let's see. Oh, we just had one. Mal said, I've been ghosted on a Saturday. All the clues came to mind immediately. It's always a freaking Saturday, bro. It's always a Saturday, dog.
Always Saturday.
And the weather be good. That's the crazy part. It's always good weather. But look, make sure that y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on because we do this all the time. Tap in with the whole coalition. Follow Conversations with Soft Rain. Rain spelled like Reign Supreme. Follow the Tez Down. You hear his name scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Follow myself at the Classic Codes. Follow my other channel, Classic Codes Sports. Follow Souls of Thought, Soul spelled like the soles of your shoes, and follow Uncle Plug TV, Plug spelled with 2 G's. Also slide over to the Raw Society Coalition page and subscribe to the Raw Society Coalition page where we have exclusive content over there that isn't on any of our other platforms. Yeah, man, and make sure you pull
Classic
up February.
Clips.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Follow Classic Codes Clips as well. I have a Clips page as well. So I know it's a lot of subscribing, but guess what? All of it adds up to $0. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you tap in. February 13th, we have an event coming up at Q Bar in Darien, Illinois. That's in the west suburbs of Chicago, about 20 minutes up the road from Chicago. So you can spend your Valentine's weekend in the city. If you want, come tap in with us. We having a live podcast panel as well as a concert by B-Class, also known as Classic with the Classic Codes. So we're going to be going crazy doing that. So make sure you get your tickets because we are not selling too many. So you got to grab them so you could be one of the people that's in attendance, man, as we all form like Voltron and have some good grown folks conversations, some good food, some good drinks, and a good time, man. Tap in.
They don't like it when you got that glow. And one thing they hate worse than you having that glow is when you know you got that glow. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. So give them a reason to keep hating on it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, oil farming, how I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paid away. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. Know some people I love, put some smut on my name. Real life, I'ma still love them the same. I'ma love them from outside.
Yeah, man. So make sure you make it to the event February 13th. If you're not in the Chicagoland area, plan to get out here, man. If you've never been to the city, make sure you slide the suburbs where the show is going to be. Very safe environment, very nice, clean, fresh air. It's going to be dope. You know what I mean? And then again, if you want to slide downtown and finish the rest of your Valentine's weekend like that, whether you solo or whether you got somebody, you know, some sand to bring to the beach, just pull up on us for sure, for sure. But man, if y'all don't do nothing else for me, make sure that y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart.